So yeah, with speed, like I was saying, Dilly Bar and Mordia through WoW had a couple good um, pages that basically describe how you can get a lot of speed items. The helm that I was talking about, you can get different items that you can put some of the crystals from Zereth Mortis in. So I ended up upgrading that. A lot of my other equipment is all 233 stuff that you can basically either purchase or make on your own. For me, I'm a crafter. I ended up having all the mats and everything, created all this stuff. Takes a little bit of time, but for the characters that you're going to run, especially old content, a lot of the stuff will probably be on my characters for quite a while. You can go back and get some of the other speed items as well. You'll probably hear a lot of people talking about Long Strider. There's different items that are out there that'll definitely help. But again, just depends on what you're basically looking at running for old content. For prepping, Bear Tartare works. It's very similar to fried bonefish, but fried bonefish will give you a couple percentage more speed in comparison. So I definitely recommend going with fried bonefish if you have the choice, or if you're looking at having that added boost of speed. Other items that I normally go and pick up, Goblin Collider. Anytime that you're trying to get from one spot to another, having something like this, it definitely helps. Something that a lot of people don't know is there are certain abilities that you can use where if you use them properly, you will not die. Where normally, normal characters, if they fall, they basically fall to their death. And I was playing around with this on, I think, one of the characters that I was leveling. Because I ended up falling when I was running around somewhere. I can't remember what I was doing. But your heroic leap, if you're a warrior, if you were regularly going to fall to your death and implement that, it will basically cancel your falling and let you basically jump from almost anywhere. We'll go play around with this and test it out, and I'll show you what I mean. Alright. So you're running. Oh, cool. Ah! Boom. No fall damage. Nothing. So being able to do certain things like that, knowing your abilities, and some of the stuff that you can get away with, definitely helps. So you can see, like, for a character like this, if I was getting them set up, I make sure that all of my bags are set. We had the event, so I have to clean up a lot of this stuff. Not sure if I've been into the bank for leveling this character up. I needed to get the Magcar set, so basically level from 10 to 25 on the event. Lazy leveling.
I seen you around here before.
And yeah, basically have everything opened up. Normally, if I'm leveling 2, I'll look at having professions that add to leveling. If you are an herbalist or a miner and you're leveling up a character for the first time, or you're looking at leveling as quickly as possible, the benefits and the bonus XP that you get for using those professions and gathering are substantial, and I definitely recommend using that to your advantage. So what else do I have? So fried bonefish, engineering with the rocket boost, you can have that instead of a regular level 50 feet. That helps as well, especially if you can get the enchanting with the speed boosts. Clean your quest log. Make sure that you have potions. I don't normally do a lot of invisible potions invisibility or this or that, but some people like it, especially to get around certain mobs. You can also do that. Buying bags to update what you use on a regular basis. The legless silk pouches are 32 slot. I normally try and keep both on my character and in the bag.
Hey, how you doing?
Set up with the highest level bag. That way you have space for
Glad
whatever
I
you
could
want
help.
to carry. So I needed to make 7 more of these. Now, it can get expensive, especially if you're a new player, but again, with some of the stuff that's out there, depending on what you're looking at doing, there's certain ways that you can leverage what you're trying to accomplish with what your capabilities are, especially for early goal making. Callings are great. You probably hear a lot of people talking about alts. Yes, you can get a whole bunch of alts. You can get an alt army. But again, it depends on what you're trying to do when you're first starting out, what you're trying to accomplish, and basically how you want to play the game. I've never found it fun playing a ton of characters. It's just over time, you start amassing characters, especially once you max out, you're finished some of the end game content and you're looking for different things. Normally when there's a lull in patches, that's normally when people try and do different things. And again, people looking at, well, what to do before Dragonflight hits, it's a good time to look at professions, finish different things, achievements, pets, mounts. There's some stuff that will be cut short. You won't be able to. It'll be legacy content. You won't be able to get them anymore. You can focus on them if you believe that you'll be able to complete them. Perky Pugs does a lot of guild runs and free runs for the community. They also do a lot of community fundraising for some of the stuff that they do. So if you're looking into getting certain benefits and certain achievements and certain mounts, definitely check them out. They're in Discord. Yeah, I think that's normally what I kind of get set up to do for prepping for the next patch. Make sure that you have enough gold on your characters for just starting out. Normally, well, I got 3 mil on this guy. I have, I think, 7 on my main. I don't normally try and keep a ton. Like, normally about 1 mil, just if there's certain things that you're looking at purchasing. The new patch, guaranteed there's not going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be super expensive. Or not that we know of right up front. Having about, I'd say, 50 to 100k on your main character while you're running around is probably good, especially if you run into a lot of problems with dying and repair costs. Picking a guild that basically supplies those repair costs isn't a bad thing. And just having quality of life items. If you haven't already, in Dalaran there is an achievement that you can get for doing a little quest chain that starts out with mail that you can find. And it'll give you this item, Katie Stamp Whistle. And it basically provides mail on a 3-hour cooldown per character. It's one of the most useful items that you can find in the game. The other items being some of the different stuff that you could find for selling. The Grand Expedition Yak that you could find, purchase. There's also the tournament. The urgent tournament guys that you can get, and basically I'm trying to remember what it's couple hours I think for what you can do for. Maybe they changed it because you used to be able to sell Beautiful gruntling. Summon you. Oh, guild page? That's what I'm getting mixed up. Oh, I don't have it for some reason. Where's the guild stuff? So, a couple other items that you can find if you haven't played around with guilds. Where is my guild page? Guild page, guild page.
Be safe. McGraw.
Guild page. And Guild Herald. The Cloak of Coordination allows you to basically get teleported back to Orgrimmar. It's not consumed. It's definitely good to have. If you're leveling in a new guild and have an old guild that you still have access to, the renowned guild tabards or illustrials, they're bind to your account, so you can send it over to alts to get leveled up in other guilds. I don't know why I don't have these guys already set up. It's kind of funny. I thought I had them already. So if you have these guys, I think they're on either a 2 or 4 hour cooldown. When you summon them, you can actually sell items. And they can be summoned in dungeons. They're very, very helpful. So, and again, 300 to 400 gold to have the ability to sell your items wherever you want. It's definitely a benefit.
For the Horde.
All right, so I sent that off to my main. I'll switch back over. Like I said, I noticed that I didn't have the proper bags on my main, which is surprising. I probably just never got around to updating them. So having all that, basically take those.
Well, spit it out.
Here. There we go. And that'll just give me a bit more free space to move some of the stuff around. Some of the stuff that I have on here I'm keeping. I wanted to play around with a couple different things, some old quest items, a couple things that I just need to play around with. So again, just having those 7 bags basically freed up all that space, and I can look through on some of the stuff that I basically wanted to stash away. Like I said, some of the stuff I want to keep. It's not stuff that I want to disappear. Some of the stuff I have is fun items. Some of the stuff I will eventually go back to fiddling around with. I just haven't gotten back to dealing with some of that stuff. So some of the stuff I like just having. Soulbound items, so I can't really give it to 2 other characters. Some I don't know if it's going to be a benefit for later, so I've kind of kept on to them. Some is old stuff that will really I could probably get rid of. What else do I have in here that I could... Tavern. Alright. So